for the fans, welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
This is the Simulation Football League presented by 8 p.m. Music on For the Fans. The Arizona Scorpions appear to be on the fast track to the playoffs as they have won their last 4 straight. The first team they beat on this winning streak, you might ask, was the Sioux Sparrows. Scorpions and Sparrows here in Week 10 of the SFL. Hello everyone and good evening. I'm Tyler Falk. Thanks for joining us here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota and here in Liberty Park. I'm alongside Wade Phillips up here in the booth. And Wade, these two teams are on 2 different trajectories. The Scorpions have grown wings, while the Sparrows have gone the way of the dodo.
Absolutely, and both of these teams, like you said, opposite ends of the spectrum. Arizona comes in with multiple wins in a row, whereas Sioux Falls is just trying to find a win. Their last win was in Week 1, and they are trying to right the ship. It looks like Ashley Jackson is on an absolute tear in the past few weeks, and Sioux Falls, in their number 1 passing yards against defense, needs to come to play and stop the passing attack in this ballgame.
And massive implications for these playoffs, as just a few moments ago, the Las Vegas Fury fell to the Denver Nightwings, which means for the Arizona Scorpions, Wade, a win, and they will clinch the West Division title, which, coming from a year ago where they said this was the division of death, this will be a huge stepping stone for Eddie Gage and company.
You're absolutely correct. It will pay them off big, and they are looking to put their destiny in their own hands.
Sioux Falls and Arizona coming your way here in just a couple of moments. It's going to be the hometown Sparrows to get the ball first, and we're going to have Cliff Allen go ahead and get this one started with the kickoff. And here we go. The final slate of games here in Week 10 is underway. AJ Levy, always the dangerous return man, gets his return from the goal line, almost breaks one near the 30, and is tackled from behind at the 29-yard line. And we'll introduce you to the Sioux Falls Sparrows signal caller, Julian Tyree. Season vet there, Wade, hasn't had a season to remember, probably one to forget.
Absolutely right, partner. It's just one of those that he wants to forget and move on and get a better result today.
He'll start off through the air. Nice little dump over the middle. That's caught for a good pick of about 6 yards, and that's going to be caught by Kay Marion. Her first year over here in Sioux Falls from DC. It will introduce you to the rest of the Sparrows offensive starters. Julian Tyree is the 12-season man over there at quarterback, with Colin Hart at halfback, Charlemagne Cornelius at fullback. 4 wide receivers make up the star receiving core: Gunnar Lewis, Noe Terrazas, Al Dillapre Sr., the aforementioned Kara Marion, and 2 linemen. Nathan Fury and Dusty Wilson make up the offensive line starters, and that little swing pass there for Colin Hart goes maybe for a loss of 1.
Yeah, it looked like that was Joey Tropicana getting the tackle out there. And really, they need a lot of that to stop Sioux Falls and not give them any confidence.
Third down here for the Sparrows. That's going to go the way for Colin Hart. He's going to be just short. It's a quick 3 and out for this Arizona defense, and the Sioux Falls Sparrows are forced to send on the punting unit.
That's an absolute dream scenario for Arizona. Get a 3 and out on their first defensive stand, and now Sioux Falls really got to reach deep in their playbook and try to find something that can get them, yards and points in this ballgame, because Arizona is not going to relent. They have such a stingy defense and offense that they're going to try to just wear them out.
They have the second best defense on third down, with only allowing opposing offenses 44% conversions on third down. And so we'll trot out the Arizona Scorpions offense, led by quarterback Ashley Jackson in her 4th season with the team.
Ashley Jackson, she's 12th in completions and 15th in attempts, yet she's top 10 in every other category. She's just absolutely fantastic.
Line shows blitz, and they were a little bit too jumpy. They're going to get caught offside as the swing pass for DJ Moses. It's going to go maybe for 3, but they'll take the free play on the offsides, and that'll give us a chance to introduce you to the Scorpions' offensive starters. Ashley Jackson is the quarterback with DJ Moses at halfback. Donnie Hands and James Hands make up 2 of the 3 wide receivers. TJ Punk is over there. He converted from tight end to wide receiver not too long ago. The tight end now is with his first season, second season overall in the league, Will Todd. And there's 2 tackles that will help protect Ashley Jackson, that being Sean Crooked and EJ DeQ. 1st and 5 now for the Scorpions after the penalty. They come out in the goal line set. Linebacker shift to the weak side. That'll be near side of your screen. Handoff, Moses up the middle, gets the call. Maybe a pickup of only 2, and that's maybe what we'll see more of this week, as he had a tremendous game on the ground last week, Wade.
He did, and he was just all over the place. And really, if they can keep that up, they're going to be very dangerous tonight, because the less Ashley Jackson has to do, I mean, the more dangerous she is, because they have to tee off on the rushing game as well.
He had 222 yards just a week ago. Jackson to throw, looking over the middle into traffic, and she'll find her target. That's going to be Will Todd, the tight end, and they'll cross the midfield logo.
Getting the tight end involved early and often, love it. And Ashley Jackson just absolutely on point these past few weeks. Absolutely, just this season and in general has been on point, and just has continued that today. And really, Arizona, just a balanced attack through and through.
8th best in terms of passing yards per game at roughly averaging 293. Meanwhile, the Sioux Falls Sparrows pass defense is the best in the league, only allowing 222. That's something we'll keep an eye on throughout the ball game today, as Moses gets the call up the gut again. This time picked up more than a couple yards. This time a gain of 7.
Yeah, that time just a good gain. Got some decent push and got up there, got tackled for a 7-yard gain. But hey, they just keep on churning out decent chunks, and that's going to pay off, and if they can just get even closer to the end zone.
Bar formation on the field. Everybody stacked in tight. Handoff. Moses up the middle. Has a nice hole to run through, and that's got to be John Crooked and EJ DeQ. The tackles helping spring him free, and he'll pick up the first down.
And you can just see the wheels churning when DJ Moses runs through the hole. You can just see him pick his spots, because he sees the defenders kind of close in and just picks a different lane to run through. And just fantastic vision and ball carrier, just awareness out there.
That's one of the fatal flaws for the Sioux Falls Sparrows defense. They're terrific through the air, but when it comes to guarding against the rush, they are currently sitting at 21st in the league, allowing opposing running backs around 114 yards a game. Jackson back to pass again. Pressure coming. She's able to find her target over the middle. That's TJ Punk for a good chunk of yards, 6 all told.
That time just played into the zone defense and really caught it. Hey, they'll take that 6-yard gain, get that pickup, easier 2nd down, and now Arizona very manageable 2nd and 4.
Just inside the 30 of Sioux Falls, the Sparrows have a nice looking drive. Jackson looks far side. Nice pitch and catch to James Hands, and it's another first down for the Scorpions.
So far, it's been a very methodical drive. Just absolutely, it seems everything is working for Arizona, and so far it's been the opposite for Sioux Falls. They just need a spark. They need to get a stop, maybe get a takeaway here, and maybe flip the script and put Arizona on their back heels.
This will be play number 8 of the drive. Jackson all alone in the gun, looks to throw, tries to find her target over the middle, and a streaking defender comes up and knocks that one away for the Sparrows. Incomplete, as JT Lane was able to get his hand on it.
Yeah, the backup had a chance to be a hero, but unfortunately dropped the ball. That would have been just a huge turn of events for Sioux Falls, but unfortunately Arizona hangs onto the ball and continues to drive.
8 men in the box now for Sioux Falls on this 2nd down play. Linebacker shift to the outside as Jackson's back to pass, looking near side this time, finds James Hands for the 2nd time of the drive, pickup of a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
On that play, Ashley Jackson put the ball exactly where she needed to for the ball receiver to catch it. Unfortunately, the defender was right on his heels and tackled him for not much gain after the catch.
Now from the 19 of Sioux Falls, inside the red zone. Need to get beyond the 13 to convert. Jackson with a 5-step drop. Pressure coming from up the middle. Does find someone out there over the middle. That's a good catch by TJ Punk, and they convert on 3rd down again.
So far, Sioux Falls has not been able to get much pressure on Ashley Jackson, and you cannot allow her to have all day back there to just pick apart your defense because she is just deadly back there.
I say it 3rd down again, even though that was their first time. They're converting roughly on the season just under 50%. Moses gets the call here on this first down play, is bottled up right at the line of scrimmage, and that'll give us a chance to introduce you to the Sparrows defense. Biff Markham, James Kelly, and Buck Behemoth are the defensive linemen, with Derek Williams, Axel Raven, and Nick Fargo at linebacker. John Barnhart, Terrell Davis at corner with Jay Ringgold, Nathan Barnett, and AJ Levy at the safety spots. 2nd and 10 from the 10 for Arizona. 2 wideouts near side. Jackson to throw again. Looks in that direction. Will find Hands. James Hands, that is. And he's taken down right before the sticks, right before the end line. So it'll be 1st and goal from about 1 inch out.
An absolutely bailout play by the defense. I didn't quite see who got that tackle, but they saved it from a touchdown. But now 1st and goal, so they get 4 opportunities theoretically to punch it in.
Goal line formation, handoff. Moses, easy as you like. He's going to waltz into the end zone for the opening touchdown of the ball game.
Just a continuation of last week, and now DJ Moses gets right into the action, and that drive was just a masterclass in how to drive down a field and be very, very effective.
Stats today courtesy of Mark Mello. As we take a look at the quick drive summary, 13 plays all told, 73 yards, all culminating with that 1-yard rushing touchdown from DJ Moses. And on comes Cliff Allen to attempt the extra point. Snap, spot, kick is up, and it's through and good. And the Scorpions have a 7-0 lead. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. And Allen boots it down the field to AJ Levy once again. His return this time is going to get bottled up near the 24-yard line, and on come the Sparrows after a disappointing opening drive where they had to punt after going 3 plays and out.
Honestly, partner, both of these squads would be, you couldn't really blame them even if they kicked the ball out of bounds on a kickoff, because both of these return men are absolutely deadly back there.
See what they can do here. A 5 wideout set for the Sparrows on this opening play of the drive. Tyree back to pass. Deep bomb near side, deflected away by Everett Garrison. Incomplete. And we'll introduce you to the Arizona Scorpions defensive starters. D.D. Sachs, Alex Constantine, Max Knight, and Mark Mello are the men in the trenches on the defensive line. Joey Tropicana and Sean Moore are the linebackers, with Iverson Gamble, Parker Thomas, and Everett Garrison at corner. And Bernard Smith plays alongside Mr. Arizona Everything, Eddie Gage, in the safety spots. Tyree under center here on second down after spreading the field 5 wide on first down. Hand off for Hart, goes nowhere. The Scorpions read that perfectly, and that's Constantine in on the stop.
The Scorpions really did a great job filling the run lanes on that play and didn't allow the offensive line to get any push, and all of their assignments were filled, and they got the stop for a -1.
5 wide again here for the Sparrows. 3rd and 11. Deep bomb over the middle. Picked off. Bernard Smith with the interception. And the Scorpions are set up well in Sioux Falls territory.
That's Bernard Smith's 6th interception of the season. And that's just another play where Sioux Falls tries to go over the top of this defense, but Arizona ready for it. And that time, Bernard Smith just reads it, reacts, jumps the pass, and brings it down. So now Arizona gets that ball back, and they're going to try to put 7 more, make it a 2-score ball game.
Now after the interception, the Scorpions come out in the goal line set. 10 men in the box for Sioux Falls to counter. Moses gets the call up the middle. It's a good gain of about 4 before the Scorpions can corral them at their own 38.
You know, the score line is only 3.3 yards per carry for 20 yards, but really DJ Moses is, you know, the defense has to be aware of him on every play because he has 69 receptions coming into this ball game, so you have to account for him on every play.
Goal line set again. Moses with the call, the second straight play, able to shimmy his way out of defenders and is able to pick up the first down. That's some good open field running from DJ Moses.
Absolutely right, partner. He just read that and was able to break some tackles. Just great balance because 25, strikes at him with the hands, but just kind of moves him off the way he was going, and he just turned it and went the other way and picked up that first down. So great run by DJ Moses.
Goal line set has worked well for the Scorpions on the drive. They'll go back to it again. Another inside handoff for Moses. This time the Sparrows are able to get to him and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
On that play, credit where credit is due. Axel Raven just played absolutely phenomenal run coverage right there to read and react and break through the line and stop the man for no gain.
Now they'll forego the goal line set to bring 3 wide receivers out in the formation, but they'll still run with Moses up the middle. This time it worked a little bit better for him. He's able to pick up 6 before being tackled by Jay Ringgold.
Yeah, that time the safety got in there for the tackle, and really Sioux Falls has had to bring just about every player to try to get stops because Arizona is just having a great day so far. Just everything is going well for them, and really, Sioux Falls needs to make a stop right here and make a statement.
They were able to convert 1 first down on the last drive. Can they convert here? Jackson, quick drop over the middle into traffic and incomplete as Terrell Davis was in there on the coverage. And out comes Cliff Allen to maybe make this a 10-point game.
That time, Ashley Jackson tried to thread the needle. Unfortunately, Sioux Falls was right there and put a hand on it, and now the kicker for Arizona, Cliff Allen, is going to come out and try to boot one and put 3 points on the board.
This will be a 41-yard attempt from the left hash for Cliff Allen. Snap spot. Allen's kick is up and through the uprights and good. 10-0 your score. Arizona leads the Sioux Falls Sparrows in South Dakota.
Well, my friend, that time Sioux Falls did a great job bending and not breaking and only giving up 3 points. So really, you can count that as kind of a moral victory. And now if they can just find some balance and try to find something on offense that'll work, they have had no luck in the just past few weeks.
It's their defense that has kept him in games there, Wade. We'll see if the offense can help out their defense a little bit. Levy on the return. Tries to edge his way to the far side, but is wrapped up at the 27. And on comes Julian Tyree to start another drive. And something we've seen all too often this season for Mr. Tyree is he's been throwing a whole bunch of interceptions. He leads the league in most interceptions thrown by a quarterback.
Indeed, they just can't seem to find anything just open, and he just seems to just have a little bit of a turnover issue this season.
Interception number 28 last time out. Colin Hart gets the swing pass, and he's leveled to the ground. Absolutely nothing doing as, it's going to be Colin Hart getting leveled down, and I believe that was Joey Tropicana in there to lay the lumber.
I do believe it was. You are correct. And yeah, it looked like Arizona had that read just from the beginning and got the linebacker out there fast and got the stop.
Now 2nd and 13 for the Sparrows. Quick drop from Tyree, looking for a man over the middle. It's just a bit too far out of the reach of his intended target, that being Gunnar Lewis, and up comes 3rd down.
Julian Tyree had plenty of time back there, was just a little bit off target and it was incomplete. But hey, it looked like he might have had some open receivers, so that's kind of looking up on that front.
They'll spread the field 5 wide here on 3rd and long. Tyree to throw, steps into it, looks over the middle. It's picked up by the other safety, Eddie Gage. Now both safeties for Arizona have picks.
Wow, both safeties are feeding tonight. Eddie Gage, you might as well just avoid that side of the field because, I mean, he is number 1. You look at his stat line, all time, he is number 1 in just about every category, it seems, for secondary and even defensive players, really. But really, Eddie Gage, the legend, the Hall of Famer, gets the pick right there, and now Arizona driving again.
In case you're just joining us, like Ashley Jackson, it's 10-0 your score. Arizona with the lead as DJ Moses gets the call up the middle for maybe a pick of about 3 or 4.
Yeah, not much doing on that play, but hey, you can't really win. You expect to win every play, but that time just a moderate gain, and now they're looking at a 2nd and 7 that they're going to try to make something happen.
Jackson, quick drop, finds Moses on the near side on the swing pass. He's able to turn up field and get closer to the sticks, taken down 2 yards shy at the 30.
You might as well consider DJ Moses the second, almost an extra wide receiver, because he had, coming into this game, 69 receptions, and now takes him into the second quarter.
10-0 your score here to end the first quarter. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by 8 p.m. Music on For the Fans. Thanks for joining us tonight here in Liberty Park in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'm Tyler Falk. He's Wade Phillips, along with Mark Mello in the stats truck, and of course the commissioner, Cameron Irvine, is our producer. Ashley Jackson looks to throw here on 3rd down, and she'll find her man over the middle. That's caught by Will Todd, his 2nd reception of the ball game.
Will Todd is a tough target over the middle. He caught it and took a rock into the body shot, and that time completion, and Ashley Jackson has just shown more and more comfort in throwing to Will Todd, and really they're forming a partnership that is becoming something that you might want to watch later on down the season.
Jackson in the gun now, the Hands brothers to the right. They'll fire far side for one of them, that being James Hands for yet another, that's going to be Donnie Hands this time around, who gets his 1st reception on the ball game, good for 5.
Yeah, that time you might as well. They're so similar that you're excused for being mistaken, because I mean they're just almost same build and almost same number, but hey, almost 1st down right there, and looking at a 2nd and 5, so a bunch of stuff to do.
Same formation for the Scorpions. They like what they see in the defense. Jackson back to throw. Pressure coming. Has the blitz. She throws off her back foot and right to the defender in the red zone. And that's unfortunate for the Scorpions and a little breathe of life for the Sparrows.
Wow, she wants that back. And that time, Axel Raven got that interception. And the rookie, who's playing just like an absolute stud out there, I believe that is his 1st interception of his career, and so the rookie, 1st round, 3rd pick overall, gets the interception to flip the field, and Sioux Falls takes over on offense.
And he won't get any more better than that. That's probably the easiest interception he'll get, as Ashley Jackson threw off her back foot right into the waiting arms of Axel Raven. Swing pass now for Colin Hart is going to start off the drive rather nicely. A pickup of 7 before Eddie Gage is able to bring him down.
And that might be just a little bit of swing of momentum on that last defensive play. Ashley Jackson did have the hands in her face and made her throw off balance, and now it seems like Sioux Falls is just taking that momentum and just on that play alone getting 7 yards, so it's really a flip of the script.
They do here on 2nd down. 3 wide receivers in the formation. Pass over the middle to one of them. That's hauled in. Nice pitch and catch. Kay Marion comes up with it, and they move down to the 32.
Kay Marion is almost near the top of the receivers as a tight end for Sioux Falls, but she has the most receiving yards, and now she just keeps on trucking down the field, and really Sioux Falls is clicking right now, and see if they can pay this off with the touchdown.
Goal line set now on the field for Sioux Falls at their own 32. They're going to throw out of it. Pressure coming, nowhere to go for Tyree, and he's taken down in the backfield by Mark Mello.
Great job by Mark Mello to get in there, get the sack. That's exactly what Arizona needed to slow this Sioux Falls offense down. And now it's a 2nd and 16, and Sioux Falls has to find something that's going to work. They have had little luck on offense this whole season, and now they need something to put some points on the board.
Sack number 5 on the season for Mark Mello. Tyree back to throw again. Pressure again comes from up the middle, but he's able to find his target on the far side. Turning upfield is Gunnar Lewis for the first down.
There it is. That's just what the doctor ordered. The route that gets him close to the first down, catches it, stays inbounds, gets it to the first down, and then gets out of bounds. So perfect play, pitch and catch, and now they're moving down the field close to midfield.
Now at their own 43 after that huge pickup. Coverage backs off as Tyree will hand off to Hardy. He's able to struggle away from one, but cannot escape Iverson Gamble's grasp and is taken out after a pickup of 4.
Yeah, it was a great save by Iverson Gamble to make that shoestring tackle. And because it looked like Colin Hart might have had some running room if he breaks that tackle, and he might still be running.
2nd down now for the Sparrows. Another handoff for Hart. He's hit in the backfield almost as soon as he had his hands on the football by Parker Thomas.
Parker Thomas got in there in a hurry, and that just, they had nowhere to run. The cornerback got in there in a hurry and broke down the tackle and brought him down. And now 3rd and 6, and Sioux Falls needs to find some magic.
He looked like he was completely unblocked. Now on 3rd down, Tyree is under center, 3 wideouts on the field. Back to pass over the middle, into coverage, and it's incomplete as Parker Thomas makes another play on back-to-back plays, which will force Sioux Falls to punt.
Tyler, Parker Thomas has to be the MVP of that drive because that was 2 plays and 2 stops by Parker Thomas that ended that drive. So really great job by the the cornerback, and Sioux Falls has to punt this away.
A much better drive this time out for the Sparrows compared to their previous 2, which ended up in picks. But it ultimately isn't enough, and on comes Max Holt for his 2nd punt of the ball game. High spiraling punt down for TJ Punk, who waits near his own 15, is able to hurdle one of his own Scorpions and does take it to the 22-yard line before he is taken down. Are you a Next Level's SFL fan? Visit the SFL League website at simulationfl.net for info on how to create a player and to join our community. Check out League Leaders. We've got stats from all 17 seasons of SFL action and track game, season, and career numbers of all the players over time who have gone from couch to field. The Simulation Football League, 17 seasons strong as EJ Moses gets the call here on 1st down, but can't find any running room as he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1.
That time, Tyler, Sioux Falls had his number and got him stopped for a -1 yard gain, and Sioux Falls really needs a lot of that because right now, hey, only a 10-point ball game, so they're very much in this ball game still.
Corners will play bump coverage on the Hands brothers on the near side. 2 tight ends on the line to the right. Jackson back to throw. Looks near side. That's Donnie Hands with some room to run up the sideline. He's tackled out of bounds at the 39.
Oh, it was so close for Terrell Davis. Looked like he might have just almost got a hand on it, but didn't. And Donnie Hands catches that and takes off, picks up some extra yardage. So that was almost a perfect play to knock down the ball, but Donnie Hands gets it, picks up the 1st down.
Good play there on 2nd down after losing yards on 1st down. We'll set them up with a new set of downs for the Scorpions. They're going to come out in a bunch look. 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver also on the line of scrimmage to the near side. Jackson looks near side. That's hauled in by the fullback, Nick Rockford, for a pickup of 6 on the swing pass. Jay Ringgold's able to wrap him up and bring him down, and it's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that had multiple options to choose from, picked one and got 6 yards. So definitely they continue to drive. So far, Arizona's offense has been pretty good. Just the small mistake in the red zone, but hey, they have had success today.
Linebackers show blitz on the outside. We'll see if they send him. They do as Moses gets the call. He fights his way forward, and they're going to say he didn't get enough. Stopped just shy of the line of gain by the long-time Sioux Falls Sparrow, Nick Fargo.
I do rock Coke bottle glasses, but it did look like he was down. Looked like his knee was down just right before that first down.
Goal line set here on 3rd and short. Jackson to throw. It's a screen pass for Moses near side. That'll give him the first down and much more. Inside Sioux Falls territory, down to the 38. And that's exactly what you want to see. Another 3rd down conversion for these Scorpions. They're 3 of 4 today.
Indeed, 12 of 15 for 111 yards for Ashley Jackson so far in this ball game. And really, she has made them pay by finding those halfbacks and fullbacks for some modest gains. You know, she'll hit them and then they can, have the open space to work with and really be just basically like a running back running with nobody around. So it's a pretty good idea, and it's worked so far. Linebackers
originally line up more toward the weak side of the formation. Now they recenter. Moses gets the call up the gut. It is met by defenders at the 35, and that's where he will go no further after a gain of 3.
Been a fairly modest day for DJ Moses on the ground. Really, they've been able to get him involved in the passing game as well. That's really been effective in combating Sioux Falls' defense.
It's the call again here on 2nd down. He can't go any further than maybe a yard as the Sparrows swarm to the ball carrier, stopping him just short of the line of scrimmage. Maybe even they're going to say a loss of 1 on the play, even though he's at the 35, now saying he's at the 34.
Yeah, that's interesting. But, Arizona just on this kind of set of downs hasn't been able to really get much on the ground, and now it looks like they're going to go empty back.
They're going to try and spread the field and find an open receiver. Jackson to throw. Dumps it off over the middle. That's caught. Good for a 1st down yardage. And again, they convert on 3rd down as it was Reggie Rose, the intended receiver, and he picks up the 1st down.
That time the backup got the 1st down. They had the middle of the field fairly open, and they found him, and he picked up just enough for the 1st down, and now Arizona continues to drive.
9th play of the drive here for the Scorpions. Jackson looks to throw. Fires far side. That's Donnie Hands on the reception. A nice pickup of 9 yards, and he's tackled out of bounds by A.J. Levy.
Yeah, great job to catch that and pick up almost the 1st down to 9 yards on the play. But, hey, they're ever so close to the 1st down, just 1 yard, and Arizona has a few tricks up their sleeve to try to pick this up.
Another long drive for the Scorpions continues now with under 3 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter. Another out route looking for Donnie again, and it's knocked away this time by Levy, and it brings up 3rd down.
Maybe just a little too familiar on that play, and that time A.J. Levy saw it, recognized it, and jumped that route and got his hand on it.
Now on 3rd and short, the Scorpions defense needs to hold strong again. Goal line set for the Scorpions. Handoff. Moses up the middle is able to run through his lineman and gets away from another before being tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, Arizona.
That play, it looked like DJ Moses wasn't really trying to necessarily break tackles, was just running really, really hard, and no one could wrap him up and get the tackle. But finally, a defensive player got the tackle, but it was enough to get a 1st down. So now Arizona has it with 7 yards till pay dirt.
That's their 3rd straight 3rd down conversion on the drive. Now at the 7, can they punch it in? Jackson to throw, pressure coming, she can't escape the pressure, and the Sparrows hit home That's Buck Behemoth, the Week 4 free agent signing, with sack number 1 in the ball game.
And that's also only the 10th time Ashley Jackson's been sacked on the season. So really doesn't happen very often.
And that takes us to the 2-minute warning here in the first half. The Arizona Scorpions have the lead and the ball, looking to add more points. This is the Simulation Football League, presented by 8 p.m. Music on For the Fans. Second and goal for the Scorpions as we come out of the 2-minute warning. Be a handoff for Moses up the middle, has blockers in front of him and can get up to about the 9-yard line before Axel Raven and Nathan Barnett bring him down. So it's 3rd and goal from the 9 here, Wade. The defense has the advantage in these types of situations.
They do, especially because the back of the end zone serves as an extra defender, and really the more chaos they can cause, the better they'll be.
5 wide in the red zone. We'll see if Ashley Jackson can find a target this time around. She steps up in the pocket, looking into the end zone, into quadruple coverage, and it's picked off by Terrell Davis. Another clutch defensive stop for these Sparrows.
This Sparrow defense is absolutely standout against the pass, and that time showed it. And really, Terrell Davis has been eyeing the ball all day and finally gets his hands on one and makes the wise decision just to down it. And now Sioux Falls takes over on the 20 and are going to try to make it count.
In 3 red zone trips here in the first half, the Scorpions have 1 touchdown and 2 picks. Not what you want to see. Only converting 33% of the red zone today as Hart gets the call on first down, and he'll take it up for about 4 yards to the 24-yard line. The SFL's 17th postseason gets underway on Next Level Sports and For the Fans Saturday, October 16th and Sunday, October 17th with wildcard round matchups. For the newest SFL participants, the SFL's minor league, the SFLM, kicks off its 4th season Friday, October 15th. The SFL's YouTube channel is home to all the minor league action at youtube.com/simulationfl. To get on the field and into the action, visit simulationfl.net to create a player today. As Julian Tyree's pass is caught and good for a first down. Now to the 37. They'll hustle back to the line of scrimmage. Tyree under center again. Pressure coming. He's able to get it away, and that's good for another completion. This time to Noe Terrazas for a gain of 6, and they're going to call a timeout, will the Sparrows.
Thought they might try to get out of bounds right there, but they couldn't. But Sioux Falls has timeouts to spare. And Sioux Falls, hey, a couple plays, couple passes, couple first downs, and a first down, and then now looking at a 2nd and 4. So really, Julian Tyree's kind of on the money these past 2 drives.
What happens here? 2nd and 4 with 36 seconds to go. Sioux Falls does have 2 remaining timeouts. Tyree takes a 5-step drop with a short pass over the middle. Kay Marion with the reception. She has it for the first down, and the clock continues to run. Now under 25 seconds. Tyree again looking to pass. Swerves out of 1 defender and is brought down the backfield for a sack. The clock continues to run. He doesn't know where he is right now. Still looking for his sitter. Now gets under center and is back to throw again. This time throws over the middle. That's Kay Marion again. Pickup of about maybe 6 yards as it clicks down again. 3 seconds to go, and Sioux Falls finally calls a timeout.
Oh, you just have to scratch your head a little bit on the clock management. I mean, they ran the run play with about a minute and 20 to go and let the clock run down a little bit, and then ran the no huddle, and just now it's 3 seconds, and it's just kind of a wild set of events. But really, Sioux Falls kind of has to kick themselves for if they don't get any points on this.
Now comes the Hail Mary to end out this first half. They are inside Arizona territory, so maybe a little bit easier for Tyree. Pressure coming from the outside. He tries to launch one, but is tackled from behind into the backfield. Another sack for these Scorpions. It's D.D. Sacks. How about that for the man getting the sack? And that'll take us to the end of the first half, which was, at one point I would say there, Wade, that the Scorpions had dominated this football game. But then Ashley Jackson has 2 picks in the red zone. So this defense for Sioux Falls is keeping them in the game.
You're absolutely right. The passing defense for Sioux Falls has, like you said, kept them in this ballgame with 2 interceptions, costly interceptions in the red zone, near the end zone. So it has been a tale of a very hot Arizona offense to start the ball game that's kind of fizzled out just a little bit near the end of the half. But Sioux Falls defense came to play for sure. But if they can get their dadgum offense going, they're going to have a chance to really do some damage to Arizona.
And it's not all smooth sailing for the Sioux Falls Sparrows. Their defense has shown up, but Tyree has also thrown 2 interceptions. We take a look at a Gage's interception. Earlier you saw Bernard Smith's interception, so both safeties for Arizona have a pick. Meanwhile, over on the opposite side of the football, Terrell Davis and AJ Levy both have picks. And it's just been a story of 2 great defenses. We know that these 2 teams love to play defense. Eddie Gage, especially, is a defensive mastermind, while Sioux Falls has historically had one of the best defenses in the league history.
You're absolutely right. Basically, anytime you watch Arizona play or an Eddie Gage called defensive day, you're watching basically a masterclass in how to run a defense, and it's really shown in this ball game from both sides, really, and it's gonna take some crafty offense to try to get some points.
See what happens here as we return from the halftime break. I'm Tyler Falk, he's Wade Phillips, and we're just about ready to get going again here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, as Profontaine boots it down the field for TJ Punk to start his return at about the 10-yard line as he angles right into the coverage team and is taken down at the 31-yard line. So on comes the Scorpion offense, Wade, and while both quarterbacks both have 2 interceptions, Ashley Jackson needs to limit those turnovers, especially against this ball-hawking secondary.
Absolutely. I'd like to see them maybe lean on the run just a little bit more. But it's kind of tough because they just haven't really been able to get much going. But if they can, they're going to be better for it.
I formation, 1 wide receiver out to the far side of the formation. Moses gets the call up the middle, able to pick up maybe 2 yards before being taken down. And that's how the drive starts for the Scorpions.
Axel Raven is one of those players. He's a rookie, but you knew coming in, him being a high draft pick, that he'd be good. But I mean, I had no clue he'd be this good because he leads this team in tackles as a rookie. So, he is no slouch.
He has been putting up a lot of numbers, especially in that tackle department, like you said there, Wade. And he's drawn a lot of praise from outside just playing on the field. He now has started up his own podcast for the minor league, which is Fights, SFL Fights, and Insights. I'm trying to remember, but he has his own podcast and is trying to help out the next generation of SFL talent, and we in the SFL can't wait to see what that show becomes. 3rd and 4 now for the Scorpions. They've done well today. Moses gets the call, spins away from a tackle and tries to get to the first down, and they'll give it to him. Another 3rd down conversion for the Scorpions. That one looked a lot tougher than the others.
Absolutely. And really, they've been able to just keep him involved because it doesn't necessarily have to be DJ Moses on the run. It can be DJ Moses on the reception, and then he turns up the field, picks up 15, 20 yards. So, hey, he is a dangerous weapon.
Bunch set near side here on a new set of downs. Jackson floats it for Moses near side, and Moses picks up about 5 before being dragged down by Nick Fargo. And as we take a look at Moses' numbers today, thanks to Mark Mello in the stats truck, he's got about 61 yards on the ground and about 28 through the air, so closing in on 100 total purpose yards. Single back set, Jackson to throw again, looking near side. That's caught by James Hands. Good for maybe 3 to the midfield, and it brings up 3rd and manageable, I'd say, for the Scorpions, Wade.
Right there. Yeah, absolutely. Right there, though. Derek Williams read that play perfectly, just could not get his hands on the ball. If he catches that, he's running, and I think he's got 6.
See what they do here on this 3rd down. They're so far 6 of 8 today. Moses up the middle. They convert again, make it 7-9 on third down for the Scorpions, and that is a recipe for success.
Yes, it is. And Arizona just continues to chip away at the clock and really the Sioux Falls defense, because they just continue to wear them down, and really DJ Moses is just getting going.
Split backfield, 3 wideouts, 2 to the right, 1 to the left of Ashley Jackson. Blitz coming from the near side. She floats it near side, tipped up in the air, and nearly intercepted. It falls incomplete as she was looking for Donnie Hands.
Ooh, just so close. It looked like tipped around, tip drill, but hey, AJ Levy couldn't come down with it. The other defensive back couldn't, but hey, that's a gimme right there for Arizona, and they'll look to maybe change something up and get a first down.
Second down now for the Scorpions inside Sioux Falls territory at their 45. Linebacker shows blitz on the near side. He backs off into coverage. Jackson over the middle to a wide open James Hands, who split the coverage and is down inside the red zone, down to the 19-yard line.
Looked like it was a cover 2 defense, and he found the soft spot in the defense, which is normally right in the middle of the field, and that time found it and completed it for a first down. And Arizona now comfortably in Sioux Falls territory and just chomping at the bit, trying to punch it in.
Tight ends on the line to the right, 2 wide receivers left. Jackson looks toward the wide receivers, and it's another Hands brother, Donnie Hands, on the reception, and a good pickup of 4 before he walks out of bounds.
Yep, that's just another chunk of yardage, 4 yards, but hey, they get out of bounds, and really Arizona's just getting those confidence plays that are really building them up and going to snowball into what could be 7 points.
Same formation now for the Scorpions here on second down. 4-man rush for Sioux Falls, pass to the end zone. This time Ashley hits her target. Touchdown, Arizona!
That time she put it right where the only James Hands could catch it, and the defense was just a step too slow, and James Hands made them pay right there. Boom, catches it. The safety was just an inch behind. Now Arizona comfortably in the driver's seat, and what looks like a 3-score ball game.
Cliff Allen is now on to attempt the extra point after that 10-play, 69-yard opening half drive, which took off a good chunk of time. Snap, spot, kick is up and good, and the Arizona Scorpions lead 17-0. As, again, Wade, with the loss by Las Vegas to Denver earlier today, a win here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, would make the Scorpions the West Division title holders for season 17.
Yes, it would. You know, partner, they want that, and it's going to be ever sweeter if they can get a big victory here tonight.
Especially against a very tough Sioux Falls defense. We'll see what AJ Levy can do here on the return. Able to shimmy his way up the field a little bit further, down to the 26-yard line. Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6, the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League, and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. Sector 6 features replica team jerseys and completely customized jackets, flags, t-shirts, and more. Get the gear the fans wear with Sector 6, 97 Sports Promotions, and the SFL. Power eye set on the field here for Sioux Falls to begin the drive. Handoff called hard up the middle. He'll pick up about 5 before being stopped at the 30-yard line.
A modest gain of 5 right there, and they just couldn't quite get that extra push from the offensive line and blockers to spring him. But hey, 5 yards is no slouch, and they'll definitely take that on a first down.
Just need to keep the forward momentum going to get themselves back in this football game. Strong eye formation toward the near side. They'll go with heart toward that direction, but getting into the backfield quickly were the Scorpions, and going absolutely nowhere was Colin Hart as he was taken down by Sean Moore, the outside linebacker who just signed this offseason from Queen City.
Yes, sir. The second season pro, and that time got the tackle And really, they've just smothered the Sioux Falls offense on this drive.
They can keep up the pressure here on third down. Sioux Falls have yet to convert on third down so far today. They'll convert here as the pass over the middle is caught and good for a first down. That's Rod Tidwell, the tight end, who gets the reception.
Yeah, that time it was 4 receivers on the right side that caused the mismatch, and Sioux Falls had a wide open receiver that was Tidwell, caught it, and they picked up the first down.
Our formation here on first down. Pressure coming as Tyree's able to find K. Marion over the middle to go back-to-back plays, which can result in first down yardage for the Sparrows.
K. Marion is just almost a first down machine. She is just spectacular as a pass catcher, also as a blocker, but really makes her living as a pass catcher.
First down now inside Arizona territory at the 48. 3 wideouts, 2 to the left, 1 to the right of Julian Tyree, and split backs behind him. Nickel look on the field for Arizona. Deep pass immediately is going to be tipped away, incomplete. And it looked like Everett Garrison, the quarterback, had a step on the wide receiver, not the other way around.
Absolutely. They tried to target Marion again, but the defense read it and were right there to get a hand in the face of the receiver and get a hand on the ball as well. So great job by Arizona's defense to get that stop.
And Tyree's going to go back under center. 3 wideouts set again. Back to pass. Has time. Looks far side. And it's incomplete. That's in and out of the hands of Noe Terrazas. And that's a pass he should have come up with.
Yes, indeed. Should have just caught that and brought it down. But unfortunately, it's kind of difficult sometimes when you've got a bunch of another team's players right there trying to knock the ball out of your hands. So you kind of have to forgive them there. But really, you got to pull it down more times than not.
5 wideouts set now for the Sparrows, looking to convert for only their second third down of the ball game. Looking far side into coverage. Caught by Marion! That's an incredible catch, and they're inside the red zone for the first time tonight.
That time, K. Marion used all 6'6" of her frame to go up there, reach, and climb that ladder and catch that ball, because you see that defender's right there, and she just goes up and plucks it right out of the air, mosses them, and that time picks up the big first down that they needed. Now Sioux Falls on Arizona's 14 are very much threatening.
Boxed out Iverson Gamble to come up with the catch. Fantastic play for Kay. And they'll go with Colin Hart up the middle as he has a whole head of steam and picks up 8 yards. And it looks like this offense is showing some signs of life, and they're coming with a lot of vengeance right now.
Yes, they are. And that time, now that they're so close to the end zone, they have to, dig deep and find something that gets them points, because they are slowly running out of time.
Passing play in the goal line set, looking for Hart on the swing pass. Going backwards is Colin Hart, and the Scorpions hold strong on second down. Iverson Gamble with the tackle. Third down now.
And Arizona has to dig deep as well, which Eddie Gage has a scenario in mind and has a game plan in mind, for this scenario, and is going to try everything he can to at least limit them to a 3-point opportunity.
3 wide receivers set. Tyree under center. He looks to pass, looking far side, tipped up in the air and incomplete. Tremendous heads-up play from Matthew Carrier, and it's 4th down, as we like to give you a little bit of a game break from the Portland Fleet San Diego game. On the past 2 possessions for San Diego, both ended up in punts, but both snaps in that punting formation went over the head of the punter, and Portland has a 17-7 lead. Now on comes Sammy Prefontaine on to put Sioux Falls on the board for the first time tonight. This should be a gimme, a 24-yarder from the right hash. Snap spot. Kick is up from Prefontaine, and it's up and good. And Sioux Falls is on the board. It's 17-3. Visit the SFL's YouTube channel at youtube.com/SimulationFL for an archive of every game, every draft, every moment you might have missed since the Simulation Football League got its start in 2013. SFL YouTube features top 10 plays of the week, archived people behind players segments, and all the major milestones in league history. Fontaine boots it down the field once again to TJ Punk standing near his 10-yard line. He'll take it up the field, has a nice little hole which quickly closes for him at the 32-yard line. And Wade, the Scorpions offense had a very solid opening drive, 10 plays all told, which resulted in that touchdown.
Yes, they did, and now they want to try to maybe more of the same really on this drive, because Arizona, like you said, had a really methodical drive that resulted in a touchdown.
Shotgun formation for Ashley Jackson and company. They're on first down. Back to pass. Looks over the middle into quadruple coverage. And last time she threw a ball like that, it got picked off. And she'll breathe a sigh of relief as that one hits the turf.
Yes, she will. And that was the first target to James' hands that was incomplete. And unfortunately, like you said, was in about triple coverage. But Ashley Jackson was trying to thread the needle, just couldn't quite get it. And you know she wants that back and got it back. So she gets another crack at it.
This time they come out in the I formation with 3 wideouts. Back to pass again here on second down. Looking for the Hands brother. This time it's Donnie Hands with the reception, a pickup of 8, and it makes third down that much easier.
That time she just threw a dime right there to that led him just enough to where he could turn off the field and get as many yards as he could, just enough to get it to third and 2. So now the offense can really try to do anything on this 3rd and short.
Third down has been their best friend today, so far converting 7 of 9. Shotgun set for Ashley Jackson. Blitz coming. She fires over the middle, caught by Will Todd, and it's another first down for Arizona.
Will Todd has been on point today. It seems like every time he catches the ball, it's a first down, and that's a very reliable. If you can get that reliability from your tight end position, you know, and it's just a weight off the quarterback's shoulders when they have a reliable safety blanket out there.
Now from the midfield, Sparrow logo, handoff. Moses up the middle, tackled at the 49-yard line. Only a pickup of 1 as Axel Raven was there to meet him.
Yes, he was. It looked like a few Sioux Falls defenders were right there. Axel Raven leading the way, and they stopped the running back for only a gain of 1, and they need a lot more of that on this drive.
Bump coverage from the corners here on second down. Jackson back to throw, looking near side. That's caught, and it hit immediately is TJ Punk by Jay Ringgold. He'll hold on to the football, and it's 3rd and 1.
That was a great job by Jay Ringgold, just to at least give your defense an opportunity to try to get a stand on 3rd and 1 and not let Arizona get that first down. So kudos to him, and Sioux Falls, again, trying to bend, not break, and get a stop right here.
They haven't fared very well on 3rd down, this Sioux Falls Sparrow defense. We'll see if they can stop him here. Moses up the middle. They get to him this time at the line of scrimmage. Going nowhere. Stopped up by the Sparrows, and it's 4th down.
There it was. That's exactly what the defense needed, and now Sioux Falls is going to try to get something going on offense and try to put something together. Oh, going to try to get a stop again, 4 down territory.
Trying to keep momentum all on their side here on 4th and short. They're going to hike it. The pass near side. That's James' hands. And Arizona converts on 4th down when it looked like Sioux Falls had a chance. The Scorpions deny them.
That is just an absolute cutthroat mentality from Arizona's coaching staff to just put your foot on the gas and not give Sioux Falls any room to play with and keep the ball in your offense's hands. Way to go.
After the 4th down conversion, Moses gets the call. Maybe 2 yards on the carry. And I've really liked this offense from Arizona. They haven't tried to do too much. It's worked out well for them. They lead here in a very hostile environment in Sioux Falls.
Absolutely. They've played within their means. There's been a few, turnovers here and there, but overall, they've done a great job just to stay within themselves and play to their game plan.
Oh, deep ball down the middle. That's caught. Donnie Hands with a reception this time, and they're right back into the red zone.
And that time had an extra blocker in the back, Judge. Number 96 plays blocker. Boom, hits him. Gets knocked down, but hey, that time Donnie Hands gets that first down. And now Arizona is threatening to score again.
I think Arizona just going to elect to let the clock run out, and we have hit the fourth quarter. Here in Sioux Falls, the Scorpions lead 13-3. You're watching the Simulation Football League here on For the Bands, presented by APM Music. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com as Donnie Hands gets the reception again, and he's up the field, gain of about 9 yards.
Yeah, that time on a first down, picks up 9, and now they're looking at a very comfortable 2nd and 1 on the 5. So, hey, 1 yard, and they're looking at a 1st and goal on the 4.
And Moses up the middle, has blockers in front of him, and that's touchdown number 2 for DJ Moses, and the Scorpions looking to put this one away and claim that division title.
This offense says, shoot, we don't need first downs. We'll just punch it in right here. They did, and now they're looking at a 4-score ball game. And really, Arizona has put their destiny into their own hands and have so far paid themselves off with a 23-3 lead.
On now to tack on the extra point is Cliff Allen. High snap corralled there by James Trubisky, and Allen's kick is up and good, and it's looking even closer to a rout now. It's 24-3. As coming up on Next Level Sports, next weekend coverage of the Simulation Football League 17th season on Next Level Sports continues Saturday, October 2nd at 9 p.m. Eastern in prime time. Next Level Sports picks up the second half of Arizona and Mexico City, followed by the tussle in the Pacific between its top 2 teams, Los Angeles and Vancouver, a 9:50 p.m. Eastern kickoff. Bonus coverage includes Louisiana and St. Louis and Lone Star Las Vegas. It all comes your way next Saturday on Next Level Sports.
You know, Tyler, those that bet on the spread may be sweating a little bit.
Just a bit, eh, pal?
Just a bit.
27 points all told, and Sioux Falls were the 7.5 dogs, but Arizona, credit to their offense and defense. They have controlled this football game rather nicely today as Colin Hart gets the carry up the middle, and he can't find a whole lot of yards, gets 2 yards on scamper. He's taken down there at the 29.
Took a gang tackle really from Arizona to bring him down, but hey, it was only a gain of 2, so Arizona's defensive unit did their job to make it a 2nd and 8 yards.
Gun straight formation for the Sparrows, trips to the right. All slant pattern over the middle, that's hauled in for a first down. That play has worked wonders for Sioux Falls here in this second half. Whenever they need a first down or they've gone to the all slants pattern.
Yeah, like you said, anytime they really just need guaranteed yards, they've gone to it because they've just flooded that right side with receivers, and unfortunately Arizona just hasn't been able to stop it.
Brand new set of downs now for the Sparrows. They come out in the goal line set. Tyree to throw. Screen pass near side as Tyree looks to just throw this one away. He does get it away before taking a beating down there in the backfield.
Yeah, he got hit hard and just had to heave it out of there and to avoid a sack. And now it's just a 2nd and 10. And you know that they'll take that any day, because rather a 2nd and 10 than a second and 16.
Second and down now for the Sparrows. They'll bunch the wide receivers toward the top of your screen. Tyree back to pass. Fires far side for Hart as he turns the corner and runs upfield for first down yardage and more. Inside Arizona territory, pushed out at the 44.
Colin Hart is just a speedster back there. He gets it and just sprints just as fast as he can and just blows through the first tackle attempt. Really doesn't even look like he tries to do much tackle evasion, but really just it's the hard charging run that just makes him break through arm tackles almost every single time.
Good credit to the blocking as well, as I saw Dusty Wilson, the guard, out there making a nice play to spring Hart free. Maybe he gets another chance. Indeed, Wilson will try and set up a block, but this time he's out-muscled by the linebacker, Sean Moore, and will take down Colin Hart for only a pickup of 1.
Yeah, it looked like he had a blocker out there, and if he maybe just cuts inside, he maybe springs for about 5 more yards, but that time tried to hit that outside lane and just couldn't quite hit the gas.
Strong eye set now for the Sparrows here on second down. Nickel look here for the Scorpions as they go to Hart on the near side, and he can't find any room to run. Tackled near the backfield. They'll say he got back to the line of scrimmage by Alex Constantine.
That play right there, the defense played the run and snuffed it out. They clogged every lane, and were able to snuff out the run for 1 yard.
5 wide set on third down for the Sparrows. Tyree looks to the far side. That's hauled in on a toe-tapping grab. Good for maybe 5 yards, but they're 4 yards short. Gunnar Lewis on the reception, and out comes Max Holt to punt it away.
Yeah, the defensive back almost jumped that route. Did jump it, but just couldn't get a hand on it. But the receiver caught it and was short of the first down, so kind of a no harm done.
Oh yeah, punter, I'm coming. I'm blocking this.
Another punt for the Sparrows today. Max Mahol gets blocked, and it goes back further. This is unfortunate for the Sparrows and not something they definitely could have wanted, and it goes from bad to worse, and the Scorpions will take over in Sioux Falls territory at the 40.
Well, Tyler, when it rains, it pours for Sioux Falls today, it seems. And that time, Arizona gets that block and now gets the ball back in prime territory to do some damage.
Special teams blunders both here in this game, and 2 botched snaps over the San Diego-Portland Fleet game. Moses on the swing pass to the far side. Axel Raven will track him down from behind, but not before Moses gets enough for the first.
That time, Axel Raven just flew to the ball, got the stop, but unfortunately it was for a first down. But hey, he flew all the way from the other side, it looked like, and got that tackle.
And I did not catch who blocked the punt. I'm sorry, Ashley Jackson there in the For the Fans chat. Could not see the number on his jersey. I'm sure we'll be able to get that information to you as soon as we can. As you, Miss Ashley Jackson, come out into the shotgun with 2 wide receivers and a running back and halfback alongside. Jackson looks far side. That one's knocked away. Incomplete. She was looking for Donnie Hands, and it brings up second down.
So far today, the Hands brothers have just been all over the place. They've also been able to sprinkle in TJ Punk and Will Todd into the mix, but DJ Moses has been getting involved as well. But these Hands brothers have just been standouts.
Jackson now under center with 2 backs in the backfield. Nickel look for the Sparrows. Handoff Moses. Moses gets flattened at the line of scrimmage by Nick Fargo. Nothing doing, no gain, and third down upcoming.
A huge third down for the Sioux Falls defense. If they can get this stop and maybe just limit Arizona to a field goal try, I mean, hey, you can consider that a moral victory again.
Big third down, Arizona so far, 72% today. Jackson, 5-step drop, looking near side. Caught! Donnie Hands with the reception. A clutch catch inside the red zone, and they're down to the 7.
partner. It's so difficult to stop these receivers that are 6'6", and these hands, brother, are can do just about it all. And that time caught it for a first down, and now 1st and goal on the 7-yard line. Arizona is just eyeballing that end zone just like they want it so bad.
Knocking on the door here inside the 10. Offside penalty coming for Sioux Falls as Moses gets the call up the middle. He's tackled at the 5, but they might elect to take the penalty, which would move it half the distance to the goal.
Absolutely. I would say do it because that's a guaranteed half the distance.
Could also take a little bit more time off the clock as well, Wade, as the Scorpions will accept the penalty. So if my maths are correct, and I'm not too terribly good at math sometimes, but I think they'll mark this ball at the 4-yard line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, around there. And now, Arizona gets just another opportunity to try to punch it in. And Ashley Jackson has just been very good today. Just 2 interceptions, but hey, everything else has been near flawless.
See what they do here. She'll come out in a shotgun formation here at the Sioux Falls 4. Bump coverage on the outside. Jackson looks to throw. Pressure coming. That play didn't develop. And they'll get the sack. Buck Behemoth, sack number 2 today.
That was a definite coverage sack right there. Ashley Jackson's might have saw number 11 break in, but he kind of tripped and fell, which takes away that route. And then he tried to break out and just didn't quite break past the defender. And Ashley Jackson ran out of time and got brought down.
Even after the penalty, it's almost like a 3-yard loss from the first down here in the red zone. Jackson back to pass. She can't get away again as Sioux Falls gets to him again. And it's Buck Behemoth again. Sack number 2 in a row.
How about that Sioux Falls defense coming up big right here? And now it's 3rd and goal on the 16-yard line. And Arizona, what happened? Now it looks like the coverage sacks bring it back, 12 yards, excuse me.
Back to pass again as Jackson. Pressure coming into the end zone. Picked off! Jay Ringold might have just saved Sioux Falls.
How about that? Jay Ringgold gets it, gets the interception, and now Sioux Falls gets it on the 20-yard line and are in the process of being able to drive down the field and try to get closer in this ball game and try to notch it up with Arizona.
That's Ashley Jackson's 3rd interception today, and all 3 have come in the red zone. This Sparrows defense is tough to play against when you get into the nitty-gritty. Now can the offense get some more points up on the board? All slant pattern here in the gun straight package. Pass over the middle, tipped up and incomplete.
That's a big incompletion right there for Arizona's defense because they needed that. Sioux Falls has just been eating them alive on those all slants patterns. But that time, Arizona gets the stop, and now it's 2nd and 10, and Sioux Falls has to come back and come with the play that's going to pick them up 10 yards, at least.
They'll trot out the gun straight package again. So far, we've only seen them run an all slants pattern. We'll see if they change it up here on 2nd down. No, all slants again. Pass this time, looking near side for Kay Marion, and it's in and out of the hands. Maybe took a deflection after the Iverson gamble.
That time Kay Marion, he just couldn't, catch that. And really, it's just another good stand by Arizona right there and forcing a 3rd and 10. And so Sioux Falls has to make something happen to pick up this 1st down.
4:46 left to go here in regulation as they come out again in a gun straight package. All slants for the 3rd play consecutively as that time an out route, maybe a little bit of a hot route to the far side, is caught by Gunnar Lewis for a pickup of about 4 yards, but it looks to be after the clutch interception, they only can muster a 3 and out.
You think 4 down territory, partner, or do you think they punt it?
I think at this point, you already have been knocked out of the playoffs. You might as well just go for it here in this situation. And indeed, they'll trot out the same formation on the 4th straight play. And we're looking at maybe another all slants pattern. Yes, this time coverage backs off a little bit and it's incomplete. Again, they try to go for Noe Charles on the 1st down. They went to Rod Tidwell this time on 4th down, incomplete. That pass was maybe a little bit too far, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, it looked like they went to their money play, and that time Rod Tidwell could not show them the money, and they have a turnover on downs, and Arizona takes over.
Now here on first down, deep inside Sioux Falls territory. They'll run with Moses up the middle, maybe 2 yards on the first play from scrimmage. And you won't want to miss next Sunday's action on For the Fans, kicking off at 1 p.m. Eastern. Undefeated Baltimore visits 7-2 Queen City in an epic battle between two of the top 4 teams in the league, followed by 2 playoff hopefuls from opposite coasts when Portland heads to Atlanta to take on the Swarm. Bonus coverage includes rivalries Carolina, Charleston, and DC London. It all comes your way next Sunday, October 3rd on For the Fans. Pass from Jackson over the middle is caught inside the 10.
That was just a great pitch and catch right there. That's exactly what they needed. Will Todd gets another first down right there. Ashley Jackson's, favorite safety blanket target, and that time he had to reach out for it, caught it, and brought it down. So great job by Ashley Jackson to thread the needle and pick up the first down.
Now under 4 minutes to go, the Scorpions at this point could elect to just burn as much clock as possible. They're 3 minutes and 40 seconds away before being crowned West Division champions. We'll see if they can add more points in a celebratory mood this time around in the red zone. They've only converted on their red zone opportunities at 40%. This time, DJ Moses is able to waltz into the end zone for touchdown number 3 on the day, and that might have just sealed the division crown for Arizona.
I do believe you're right, partner. If anything does, that does. And DJ Moses in this ballgame has just lived in the end zone. And that's his 3rd of the day. And he has just been phenomenal today in the air, through the air and on the ground. Just stand out.
With Allen on now to attempt the extra point. And this game, partner, sadly for the home crowd here in South Dakota, just hasn't gone their way. It's a blowout, something they've seen all too often this season, as Allen's extra point is up and good, 31-3 your score.
Yeah, it's just been a day to forget for Sioux Falls. That just nothing really much has gone right for them. Some defensive, wins in that first half and a few things here and there, but really just haven't been able to get much going today.
Down now by 28. They'll receive the next kickoff sent down by Cliff Allen. And here comes A.J. Levy on the return. Tries to spin out of a tackler. Can't. Taken down at the 27-yard line. And now, at this point, if you're Sioux Falls, you're just playing for pride. You need to get everybody involved and maybe get a touchdown on the board from your offense to send these folks home with at least something to cheer about.
Yeah, absolutely. Send those fans home with something to cheer about, like you said, and just something to look forward to next week.
First play from scrimmage here on this drive. Deep pass, far side, wide open receiver. Forget about him. It's Gunnar Lewis, and he's going to take it the distance. A 63-yard touchdown.
And that's something we saw a little bit of that they tried in the first half of this ballgame, really the first couple of possessions, but then they kind of went away from it. But that time it paid off, and Gunnar Lewis takes it to the house for a huge touchdown that gives Sioux Falls some, just a little bit something to look forward to next week, and really gives these fans something to cheer about.
I'll apologize to the fans and to our statistician, Mark Mello, as I did my maths wrong. You see, you never got to trust me on my maths. It's actually a 73-yard touchdown, as it was from the 27-yard line, not the 37-yard line. And on comes Sammy Profontaine on to tack on the extra point. Up and good, and Sioux Falls hits double digits today with 10 points on the board.
And now you got to imagine Sioux Falls has to go for an onside right here and try to get the ball back. Arizona, they've got 3 scores to put up to try to tie it with Arizona, but hey, they have got to get the ball in a hurry.
And indeed, they will try an onside field goal, looking for any type of momentum as Prefontaine angles it to the left and to the right. Ball still loose, and Sioux Falls falls on it. And maybe a little bit of life here for the Sparrows.
Yeah, don't count them out. This Sioux Falls team is coming to play. They, got the score on that last drive, and now get this onside kick, and they are just not giving up. They're just going to fight until the bitter end, and let's see if they can maybe turn their fortunes around and maybe get back into this ball game.
That was a quick one-play drive, of course, last time out. And I didn't quite get to see if they still had the starters on the field for Arizona, or maybe they trotted out the backups for that one play, but now it looks like the starters are back on the field and probably have to tighten up their defense. Tyree back to throw, all slant pattern. This time it's caught by Noe Terrazas, and it's a good first down. Gain of about 11 here on the opening play of the drive. Tyree back to pass, all slant pattern again. This time deflected off the back and picked off! Oh, Parker Thomas had it rolling on his back. And unfortunately for the Sparrows, Iverson Gamble is able to snag it off his teammate's back.
Yeah, that was a tip drill victory right there. Arizona got that interception, and Sioux Falls, they just went to the well one too many times in that time. Arizona got the fortunate interception, and now Sioux Falls looking like their defense is going to try to stop Arizona again.
Just 2 minutes and 52 seconds remaining here in the ball game. As Moses gets the call here on first down, and Moses has a little bit of room to run. He's down to the 34-yard line as it's another good scamper, and he crosses the century mark on the ground.
On that play right there, Arizona won on all three levels. The line got the battle up front, and then the blockers on the tight ends got blocks, and the wide receivers got blocks, and that sprung him for probably one of his biggest runs of the day, if I'm not wrong. And now Arizona is very much threatening again to score.
They do here as the clock ticks closer to that 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Opposite eye behind the backup quarterback here for Arizona, Trubisky. It looks like the backups are in, partner, as the first handoff for Alan Seaton is going to get it's going to be knocked backwards a yard, and we're going to step aside as it's the 2-minute warning here in Sioux Falls as Arizona leads 31-10. We're watching the Simulation Football League for my 8 p.m. music on For the Fans. 2 minutes left to go here in Liberty Park, here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'm Tyler Falk alongside Mark Mello on stats. Wade Phillips has been my partner up here in the booth, and the Commissioner Cameron Irvine is our producer. Thank you, gentlemen, for the hard work you do here, especially this evening, as Seaton gets the call here on second down, gets closer to the sticks. Good pickup for him, down to a 3rd and 4 left to go. As Wade, let's take a look at the last 2 weeks of the regular season for both clubs. We'll start with the hometown Sioux Falls Sparrows. This will end up being loss number 9 in a row for the ball club. They travel to Houston next week, and they'll end out the season against Denver right here in Sioux Falls.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 difficult matchups for them. But hey, if they're looking for a second victory, they're running out of opportunities to get it. But hey, if they can come out every week and try to get a victory, and you never know what can happen every week to week. So either 2 of those games, they could flip the script and maybe make one of those teams pay.
Sioux Falls, as of this past weekend in week 9, they were eliminated from the playoffs. So there's, especially with this blowout of a loss for them, they have no life left to give as far as their chances of making the playoffs. Cliff Allen now to attempt a pretty long field goal, 47 yards. It's through the uprights and good, and that lead balloons back out to 24 points. It's 34-10 for Arizona. And let's take a look at these Arizona Scorpions. At this point, it's pretty safe to assume that Arizona won't give up this huge lead in the latter stages of this football game. They're going to move to 7-3 on the back of a 5-game winning streak. They will have their final road game coming up next week as they travel south the border to take on Mexico City. And they finish out the season against Las Vegas back in Fatality Field there in Arizona. As AJ Levy shrugs off one tackle and then runs diagonally backwards toward his own end zone and is tackled at the 21, but forward progress will get him to the 27. Wade, your thoughts on it's a minute and 43 seconds removed, but these West Division champion Arizona Scorpions.
They've played a very well-rounded ball game today. A few things they want to clean up in the passing game, but hey, you can't. I mean, Ashley Jackson is a phenomenal quarterback. She definitely this game might want to have a couple throws back, but definitely can look at this victory and say, hey, we got the job done. Look at the game film, tweak some things here and there, and come back next week with a game plan that's going to try to get another victory.
Back-to-back plays resulted in positive yards for Sioux Falls as they continue to trot down the field, now to the 45. New set of downs for them. Minute 16 left to go. Tyree looks over the middle, and the intended target cannot keep possession of the football. That's Rod Tidwell, the tight end, as that ball falls incomplete. And let's take a look maybe a little bit around the league as well as things start to take shape with only 2 weeks remaining here in season 17. The Vultures, probably the story of the season, sitting at 10-0, the only unbeaten team. And I have a feeling that the Baltimore Vultures are going to come away with the season 17 crown. Wade, who do you think's coming away with the crown if it's not Baltimore?
If it's not Baltimore, I mean, anytime you get an Eddie Gage defense in a ball game, they've got a shot. And I personally am a fan of the way they play defense, and I like to say it might be Arizona.
You got a feeling that the Scorpions are going to go up against Baltimore? That's a pretty bold statement there.
My friend, I love underdogs.
Up there, that's true. But then again, you might be onto something, especially with how Eddie Gage puts his team together, especially that defensive side of the football. If he can help Ashley Jackson limit those turnovers, I think Arizona has a shot about making the championship game. Maybe taking on Baltimore. We'll have to see. Now from the Arizona 31 come the Sparrows with 1:07 left. Tyree looks near side on a swing route for Hart, who turns up the field, gets the first down yardage, and crucially steps out of bounds and will stop the clock with 1:02 remaining.
One team I have to throw back out there is Queen City as well.
Absolutely. Originally, coming into the midway point of the season, they were sitting at 6-0 before Carolina, in walk-off fashion, knocked off the Queen City Corsairs from their unbeaten perch. And I gotta say, that's a very, very nice story to see those Queen City Corsairs. Wade is, again, one of the most storied franchises in the league, with the league's record for most championship wins in league history. It's good to see them have this upturn in form, and now sitting at 8-2, I believe. It's a good start and a good season for the Corsairs. Very happy to see them back where they should be.
Absolutely. It's more of their, historic, success has paid off, and really they've picked up where they left off, with all those championship teams.
Now in the red zone are the Sparrows at the 20-yard line. Tyree looking deep into the near side. That's deflected away and incomplete. Everett Garrison still on the field. He knocks it away. And while we've got the San Diego game and Portland Fleet game going on, alongside ours here, Wade, let's take a look at that Pacific Division. That division is all bottleneck up there at the top. 3 teams have a shot to make the playoffs just by winning the division.
Yeah, and really it's a kind of a throwing a dart at a dartboard to pick that winner, because they're all 3 great teams that can hurt you in multiple different ways.
After today's games, LA leads the division at 7-3, with the next closest teams being Vancouver at 6-4 with a loss to St. Louis, and Portland. If they continue to hold on to that lead, they're going to tie with Vancouver for being right there, right behind Los Angeles. So that division is being really, really testy and tight and fun to watch as Parker Thomas comes away with a nice deflection on yet another all slants pattern for Sioux Falls.
Absolutely. Sioux Falls has gotten a bit one-dimensional. I'm surprised they haven't tried to go back to that play that they got the 70-yard touchdown. I'm surprised they haven't gotten to that a little more instead of the all slants play.
Some boos from the hometown Sioux Falls crowd as they're going for it on 4th down. Tyree looks to the end zone, deflected, incomplete. Again knocked away by Everett Garrison, and that should be that as the Scorpions will shut off the offense one last time here in South Dakota to kneel it away and to finally claim their first West Division championship. Congratulations to everyone in Arizona for a hard-fought season, and they have officially punched their ticket to the playoffs.
They have. It's been a great season for them, and really, it's great to pay off Eddie Gage and that whole club with their first division title.
Last season, it was dominated by Denver, who ultimately won the entire thing in season 16. Now there's a new face of the West with the Scorpions taking charge, not getting too ahead of themselves, and coming away with a solid victory in convincing fashion here in Sioux Falls. Let's talk a little bit about this game before we move on here this evening. Ashley Jackson had a phenomenal day, close to 280 passing yards, 75% completion percentage, close to an 80 QBR as well. Just had the one lone touchdown and the 3 picks, but for the most part, she played rather well today.
She did. Just the 3 interceptions like you mentioned, but hey, overall she was very accurate. Maybe tried to do a little too much on those plays. The first interception though, where she was falling backwards and had the defenders in her face, can't necessarily throw that blame on her. She just tried to make a play happen, and unfortunately, a defender was right there and made the interception. But hey, Arizona played a very well-balanced game with almost 300 yards passing and over 100 yards rushing. So anytime you get that, you're gonna probably get a win.
And while the red zone wasn't the kindest place for Ashley Jackson, who was pretty kind for their Wade? DJ Moses had 3 red zone touchdowns on the ground today.
Yes, indeed. He had a nose for pay dirt today. And really, every time it seemed that they got close and they gave it to him, he just walked into the end zone. And that was a great standout day for DJ Moses. I would actually say possibly make him my player of the day.
Absolutely. I think I'd have to say he'd be my player of the day too, but give credit to that defense over there in Sioux Falls, especially one guy that really impressed me today was Buck Behemoth, coming up with 3 sacks and crucially knocked Ashley Jackson back twice in a row, which ultimately led to her 3rd interception today.
You're absolutely right, partner. Buck Behemoth played just a huge game. Being the big player that he is, made his presence felt, and as a rookie, that is something that you don't see very often, especially as a defensive lineman. But he got it done, and unfortunately, they just couldn't quite get over the hump.
And now back over to Arizona one final time. Again, they clinch the West Division title tonight here with the win over Sioux Falls, and it had to be led by their ball hawking secondary. Both Bernard Smith and Eddie Gage come up with interceptions. Iverson Gamble gets in the act as well.
Yes, indeed. That Arizona ball hawking defense was all ready to play, and they played from the moment we kicked off to the moment they blew the final whistle. Arizona's defense played lights out, as well as Sioux Falls. Unfortunately, Arizona's offense just had a better game than Sioux Falls' offense.
So both me and Wade have picked DJ Moses with player of the game honors. Let's see who the pundits have pegged. It is DJ Moses. 26 attempts, 104 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, and 40 yards through the air as well. An all-around solid performance for now the division champion Arizona Scorpions halfback. And so from all of us here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, for Wade Phillips, Mark Mello, and Cameron Irvine, I've been Tyler Falk. That concludes Week 10 of the Simulation Football League Season 17. We'll see you next week. And until then, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen.